So, I'm Philip, and I am one of the MK64 Bros. James is not with us tonight. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna try to attempt a unboxing of pretty neat device that a fellow N64 enthusiast has created. Well, maybe perfected, actually, more should I say. So it's Steelsticks64.com. It's how it's spelled at the top of the stream there, just as it shows here. This is something that I ordered a while ago. I've been following Linus on his Twitter for quite a while, and a lot of people have watching the progress of his development of the eventual release, which he has. He's shipped a few now. I believe we were in the second batch, or around like number 30, I think. So, and he's just, I believe, sent emails to numbers or early adopters 35 to 50. I've already picked the controller that I'm going to try this in. I got my Daiei controller that I've been itching to use. I've been kind of cheating and using it anyways. I figured I'd have it, use it. I'm not really too worried about me crushing the joystick on it, but I think this is definitely where I'm going to be putting the Steelsticks64 joystick module into. If anybody's on the feed, just let me know how the mic sounds, just so I know. Hopefully it's alright. Should be. It's pretty much just mic, so I'll just move that out of the way for now. So I got a card. Steelsticks64 says, "Hey guys, hope this lot reaches you safely. Happy carding, Linus." Very cool, personalized card from Linus. That's pretty neat. He's got everything really secure in here, it looks. Well, truth be told, I kind of had a little sneak peek already in this. So, everything was really nicely packed in here. It was fantastic. It didn't actually take us to get long to get here as I thought it would. So, first thing I'll wrap here, is just included for tools. So what James and I actually did is we both kind of got in line for the first 100 early adopters that Linus was accepting. So he's, as I said, we were around 30. So when it came to our time, we actually ordered two. Actually, from what I've seen online, like some people have like got a couple sets as well, probably with no problem issues. So yeah, so we got a screwdriver set with probably some lube for the joystick, my set, Jamie's set, and then we got some extra heads that came with. It didn't come with, just we ordered as well. That is the, I should jump onto the site. So it's Steelsticks64.com. I'm going to go to it now. Just going to see, because he's got, I don't want to get anything really wrong. No point in getting anything incorrect. So yeah, I'm going to probably just like go through this pretty quick, just sort of like how I'm seeing it, and then a couple actual stats, and then because I want to get to the installation of this, which is important to me. I want to actually try this thing out. So this clear one, it actually is formed pretty much like the OEM a little bit, but it actually has some I believe edging on the outside as well, which is kind of neat. So I'll get it open here. See if I can pick this up on that cam. So, let's see. Yeah, so it's got sort of those grooves. You can kind of catch that there, maybe. Similar to the OEM. style, but on the outside are some grooves in it. So this one is supposed to be like increased for grip as well, but I know he's going through, like, it's still all in test phase, so we just he wants feedback on these as well. So we'll probably go through a few colors. I'm not too sure which head that I'm going to use yet, so you can check out the site. There's all sorts of different ones. We got some Durlin and rubber. I know James got like a green one. James got, and I got a red and black. And I also, like, we both got the clear polycarbonate. That's what those clear ones are made out of. Oh, it's not too quickly. So what I probably should do is save one of these sets up here, just in case I go to use them. I guess those as well. There it is. There's one of these joysticks. Alright, before I get that, I'm going to jump to the bottom just to show you these. These are actually pretty slick as well. So Linus has set up his own testing device for figuring out just how accurate or how they compare to the actual settings of the original OEM one as well. And he shows all the stats of where the play is, if there is any, or where there's some dead zone of misinformation, I guess, from the controller to the N64. So this is sort of showing how close it is. So there seems to be some differences on the stats. I'm sure that the joysticks are fine and quite accurate enough, even with the differences. So just because the serial numbers are set up the way they are, I'm going to probably go with the 1054 since I'm the oldest anyway, which is not this joystick. So I'll let James take the 1055. He should be alright with that. Individually wrapped. So in the bag, you can see the screw in the middle of the head there. Torx screw. So this is it. This is a Steelsticks64 Joystick module. Number 1054. I wish autofocus would turn off. Let's see. So let's see. I'll try to capture like the play. So that's actually, I'm just hitting that. I don't know if you can actually tell, but that's actually unreal. So for play, teeny tiny bit. That's probably just like that, but it's barely moving. And let's just check out the snap right away. This is an OEM head with hole through the center Torx, and inside is a full steel. I'd have to check to see what type of steel it is, but he's milled this together. Inside the module is a dish, and so between the actual stick down into the dish, which is also steel, there's now a Teflon. I believe there's a Teflon insert that keeps the friction really low on the inside. So obviously you're going to get pretty much zero wear on this. Let's see. That's snappy. Like, you let this go, oh my goodness. No play. Pretty much no play on that, other than where you intend. Ha! Unreal. That's pretty neat, eh? So what he's done is he's just set up that's actually pretty good, Linus. You can see the shine in there. Steel. It's got a little bit of a wrap underneath. I'm not too sure if I want to switch to a different head right now. Even for the feet, I'm not too sure. This is actually that's pretty good. I think Smash Brothers players are gonna love this. So there was only 100 early adopters accepted, and I know that I've already seen some posts online of others trying to get into like maybe a next set of orders. So they look to be pretty popular. These, I can see why. I'm gonna actually try to get right into switching this controller over. So I'm just gonna put this card right there. I'm gonna bring in. So this is my. I don't know if I even have this pronunciation correct. Daiei Hawks controller. It's a really vibrant orange on the top with a really dark smoke on the bottom. It's two layered. So I'm going to install the 1054 module. So let's look at its card just because I'm interested. Looking at this just a little bit more closer, kind of know what I'm getting myself into. Here's the stats. Look, it even comes with Linus's signature, his autograph. Yeah, that's pretty slick. So this is a printout from his actual software that he set up on a device where it's just for testing these. So it looks like pretty much there's very little dead play, it looks like, and there's a bit of I don't know, like an offset, but it's like as long as it feels like even like an actual, like it doesn't, as long as it responds like it always does, as long as it doesn't blip, that's all we're asking. Let's try this out. So I've got nothing but two tools that I use for taking the screws out of this controller already. They're just two different sizes Phillips screwdrivers. All the screws are there ready. They're just so you can see how, like, you can see through it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the larger screws, and then there's 2 inside where the jumper packs go for the saving card and like the rumble pack. It's a little bit smaller head, just longer screws, so that's why I have the 2 screwdrivers for that. I don't think I need the Torx because I will not be taking apart. So it's been a little bit since I've taken one of these parts, so hopefully I don't lose anything. I got a couple dishes. There we go. Oh, there you can see a little bit there about how bright orange that is, and that's why it looks really neat with the really dark smoke black on the bottom. So I don't really want to mess with the buttons if I don't have to, obviously. So just like on the outside, they're just Phillips head, like the star, I guess, as some people would say. I think while it's still kind of in there, I might try to take the, hopefully not break anything or embarrass myself and hurt this thing, but I need to take out the connector. Let's see if I can reach. Got a couple extra screwdrivers here. This is where accidents happen. This is where I slip and then my house burns down. Mainly I don't even want to mark it, just because maybe I should. Spilling. Hopefully not. Yeah, there we go. Just give it some controlled pressure. I'll also have to take the Z button. So this is always try to just take notice of where things are. Obviously, sometimes for some of these things now, like how easy it is just to take a picture of what it is before you take it apart and just look at it after. So I do have a few Mario Kart 64 miles on this joystick. I've taken it to maybe 1 or 2 tournaments. I figured use it. It's fun. It was probably wiggled around before I even got the controller anyway, so why not? So just 3 screws. I don't know why I'm putting them on the table when I got dishes out. There we go. So now everything looks like it's detached. Got the Z button. And there we go. Just lifts right out. Easy. So this one, maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll show just a little compare of what we have. Yeah, I totally brought it to Blue Moon Cinco's tournament, Tyler's tournament. But let's see if I can get like a really good comparison. So first thing I see here, like obviously the head's different. It's got a sticker, and I think this one's longer cord, obviously, but that should be all right. So size of head, they're equal. They're the same thing anyway, and I wonder if I can get like a really good angle of. You can see that the joystick sticks inside are, to me, they look pretty much bang on equal. I wonder if I can. Like, there is a sleeve underneath the head on this one. This one is like a snap. This one's like, but it's so quick. They are both quick. These are both. It feels like this feels kind of chewy now. That like just clunks solid. It's neat. It's nice because even like because this top bit is actually pretty thick, so it just. Like wear. not too much wear. It doesn't even feel like it's... I wonder what the force is. Like, how different the tension is. It... That's weird. I almost can't even... Yeah, this one... Yeah, this one's a little bit more of a chore to kind of maybe move, but it's just, you know where it is. It's interesting. It's good. Great feel to it. Let's so that's the old one, out with the old, and hopefully successfully in with the new here. So I put them almost tight, just because I like to make sure they all snug in pretty good. It's a pretty solid controller. I guess controllers nowadays are pretty solid as well. Switches seems like it could be a little off, but so I don't really want to flip this over. I don't think much will. So let's so now that that wire is going to go over and in, which I'm totally fine with, and that I'm just going to move this in here. There we go. Squeezed in. And then we need to press the Z board and the kind of moved it. This is no big deal. So on the back of it anyway, obviously it's got its center like conductive material to make the connection on it, but it does have inserts, so it's no biggie if you separate those two. Yeah, no biggie. I'm just super lazy, and I could look at this better. I was hoping just to make it look easy, because it is easy to do. There. It's right back in. Sit snug. That's snug. I think I've lost a couple buttons. Let's put this back in. Ugh. There. Just one of the little pegs came out just underneath the button. Put this so I haven't moved the wire, which is nice. Like, obviously if you pull the wire out a bit to take off the rest of the board, it's real easy anyway, because those bends pretty much never come back out of those cables. They never straighten out. They pretty much show you exactly how to put them together. So here I'm just kind of like lining up everything. It's a little bit of a wiggle, but then once the top goes in, I'm going to put just a few in just to get it going. But I know that these bottom bits are sometimes a little bit of a snap. Just getting the alignment like that. Like, just because they're not 100% perfect come together, but pretty close. But once they snap in, it's pretty easy to put all the screws in. I'm just resting them in, inside since it's all hold up anyway. And then I'll be left with the two two smaller ones, which are a little bit more of a pain. I mean, fun. So again, yeah, I'm just putting these in. Probably tighter than I should, unless it's actually going together perfect. Whoa. Okay, I want to give this a bit of a press. There's also, you don't want to strip plastic like over tight. You want it snug, but you don't also want any of like the head getting all scratched up. These are good. So I've seen a few posts online about these, about the Steelsticks64. I think there's been some records broken already in like F-Zero. It's probably a version of F-Zero that came out. Oh. Alright, so my screwdriver isn't being very sticky with these smaller ones like they usually are. That's a bit of a... I'm going to try using the other. Okay. Using the other screwdriver seems to work. Because it's quite the pain getting these. It's a little bit. They're right on the outside of the jumper pack connection there. Same thing. Tight. Don't over tighten them. There's no point. Never put them in. Or sometimes you don't. Oh. They're a pain. They are finicky. Oh, the cable's in the way. I should have tested all the buttons before I put these last two in. Okay, so good, 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 good. Perfect. Dun, 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 dun. So that is probably the coolest mod that you have to purchase for the N64. It's probably the absolutely most useful. If you're let's try a different head. I want to see what how the polycarbonate feels. Let's do it the clear one. So Linus, I actually didn't think I was gonna plug in my N64 tonight, but I might. That's actually pretty cool. So thanks for the tools as well. It's pretty slick. see what we have here with the tools. I'm not too sure what the little pads are. I'm not even going to venture a guess. So let's see, do we have two different sizes? No, same size. Nice, extra screw in the top of one of the screwdrivers. That's pretty nice. So you have your at-home screwdriver and your tournament screwdriver. Well, I guess, just kidding. So, so you actually have to turn this. Hopefully, you know what? I'm gonna see. Alright, let's see how tight. I just don't want to like twist the actual module that much. Okay, nope, it came off like nice. It's like a first snug twist and then it's done. Okay, let's see a little bit more of this thing. Okay, so here's the OEM head. Like, it looks like it is the OEM head. It's great. There's a screw there. Nice Torx, little small Torx screw. And we have a sleeve. Now, is this... Oh, that's not hard to pull off at all. So how is it set up here? So there's just enough room for that to go down. So that's the sleeve as well. Let's see, should I change the sleeve to the black one? I don't know if I should. I might try it. Yeah, so you have just a clear one that's not in focus. Black. I'm going to try putting this black one on. That's a nice press. Like, that's actually, so it seems like it's on by friction alone, which is okay. Yeah, because I want to try out this. So this is the polycarbonate head with. I wonder, is there different color heads here? No, black. Okay. Holy moly. Oh, buddy. That's actually pretty neat. Pretty neat for an N64. Wow. So you know when you're moving? Yeah, so this is one, it actually has, grips on the side. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, there, so you can see it. You can just see the grips on the side, but the top is also ran like the OEM. So it's pretty much OEM, and the actual material that is on this is actually more sticky too. Yeah. And you know what? I think I didn't actually think that's how I was going to set it up. I think that's how I'm going to leave it for now. Because so I wasn't too sure. Oh, and I'm wondering if I should just try it out. I'll maybe take a quick look at it. We'll try out the. Well, I got red rubber and Durlin. And let's see, well, I don't want to get it wrong. Let's see what it actually is. I'll just go to the site. This still Steelsticks64. So this is just, yeah, this isn't the alloy and rubber. This is the Durlin and rubber beta. So this is the red one that I got, and I don't know how. No, it's actually not bad. Like, it really depends on the angle. These are all the different packages we got. Everything was packed super nice. Very good. Thank you, Linus, for taking the time and designing, or I guess redesigning, and attempting this setup. The N64 controller was definitely a good one to pick. There's very few people and few companies that tried to do any sort of modding with the old style or sell something that's close. I know that's one of the reasons why James and I started picking up N64 controllers, where we saw that they were available at on eBay for a while, is because we just wanted to make sure that if playing Mario Kart 64 so much, that we'd have a couple spare joysticks around. So now with this solution, and how well how good the response I've seen has been, I think you're definitely onto something. Alright, so this is the black one. You can tell which side's the top, which side's the bottom. There's a bit of a bevel. Here you can see the joystick without setup. That feels hilariously snappy too, but just easy. Screws right on. Yeah, just a little bit of a twist. And that is the black Durlin and black rubber. Right there. So that's pretty neat. I can see the appeal. It is grippy as well. It is like really grippy. I feel like that could be like after some sweat, it might be a little bit slippery. It doesn't really, and I can see how like after time, I know like sometimes I'm even using like a nail for Mario Kart, that I could probably push through that. So I'm actually wanting to put the polycarbonate one right back on. I'm keeping the black underneath the head on mine for sure. Mainly because actually with this polycarbonate, the clear one, that almost looks like it's floating. I think the clear, like, once you see it, you're like, oh, it's just attached, but when it's black, it's sort of a little bit more incognito. I don't think he's just... That is just absolute, yeah. Let's see if I twist, yeah. So I probably can twist, yeah. So I just use the head itself to do the last little bit of twist. So this is like super sharp. That's pretty cool. There you go. That is actually... see in there, the steel, the shine from it. That's pretty neat. Very nice. What a great product. I'm happy with this for sure. If this setup translates into how it feels like it's going to be, that's going to be for some very fun karting. It might actually sharpen up a bit, which is kind of neat. So we're not breaking any records. James and I just battle against each other, and bring others along for the ride here and there as well. So there was the unboxing of Linus Hoffman's Steelsticks64. Very cool. Definitely a product for the N64 Nintendo 64 enthusiasts out there. That is quite. If you're watching this at all, or this video, I would definitely suggest you take a very good read on the on Steelsticks64 website. It has all the information about all the development of everything that was involved with his decisions on why he went with certain materials, or how he set up the dish, and why he kept certain parts, how he does it. He's pretty thorough in it, and I think that is definitely why people have been watching him and very intrigued with his setup, what he's been able to make, and he's already proven that to, I guess he's sending them out to, there'll be up to 50 customers, or 50 fellow gamers that he's making happy. I know I've seen in the earlier models that were released, they probably had different materials used for the joystick and that, so he's getting the feedback. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. Is I have essentially 3 different types of heads. I have the OEM style, which I don't even know if I'm going to start with, the polycarbonate, and the Durlin black rubber, and Durlin and red rubber. I'm going to go with the polycarbonate beta for a bit. 2 reasons. It says beta beside it on the website, so obviously he's going to be looking for feedback on its pluses and minuses, and why not support even further his work. Why not? It looks like he's willing to even improve for future models. Like, if this is any indication where this is going, it's gonna change the game for sure. Because in Mario Kart 64, all it is that. It's that, and then for drifting, it's just rolling. But in here, you have so much control. And even now, like, I'm going to start with the polycarbonate, but I can tell that now, just for me, it's starting to feel even different just from probably going through, and there's a bit of grease inside here, and because I've had my fingers in there, I think I've got a bit of grease on it, so I will have to give it a little cleanse. I'll probably do that right away so it doesn't touch any of the rubber, but yeah, this is going to be sweet. I'm actually pretty pumped to try out some Mario Kart. I'm not going to set that up tonight. I'll probably just figure out which one of the controllers James is going to put his in. I know he's got the solid green, the Toys R Us one, the green. It's like a neon green, and I'm pretty sure that's the one he's going to pick. Maybe, because he did get the Durlin and green rubber, black Durlin and green rubber head, and it's really close to the just solid green controller that he has as well. But I think because I got this one out, I think I think he'll be itching to get that one, because I don't think I think maybe I've seen him use it once, and I think this would probably change his mind. Yeah, that's probably which one he's gonna pick. I know he's got a like a really cool like one of those just dark smoke gray, but it's like black smoke, so it's actually not kind of nice. It's not very light. It's not that dark, but it's just a little bit lighter. But I think he's gonna go for his Toys R Us limited edition one. Ha. So he'll probably go with he'll probably try the polycarbonate one first. I can see that happening too. So that's the unboxing of this. Sorry if I got repetitive there, but I'm actually a little surprised at how well these joysticks are looking to be. But anyways, so that's all unboxed. Steelsticks64. I'm gonna try it out and I'll let you know how that is.